the sky, watch them elevate. Diamonds on freeze, made the night vibrate. Ice 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Astral forever, we don't draw the line. Energy max, we don't ever climb. Floating through the cosmos, yeah, we self-design. She moving, made the whole world spin. We race to the stars, let the trip begin. Pull up in a spaceship, doors rip like a blade. Neon on the dash, watch the city cascade. Headache on my wrist, time stuck in her head. She said she want the moon, I gave her the face. Tattoos, jack dreams, we live in the maze. Red cup visions, but the vibe never fades. Turn a festival to a tidal wave, no break. Crowd go berserk when the beat escalate. Sicko mode, I can't switch lanes. She drop it low, made the wrist to break chains. Boom, counter go, never in the red. We popping gold seals, crystal threads, no dread. Racks in the sky, watch them elevate. Diamonds on freeze, made the night vibrate. 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Boom, that's the war forever, we don't draw the line. Energy max, we don't ever climb. Floating through the cosmos, yeah, we self-design. She moving, made the whole world spin. We race to the stars, let the trip begin. Tattoos in the desert, bloom in the night. Psychedelic skies, what's the colors at night? Easy on my feet, step on clouds, take flight. She said she want the high, I gave her the kite. From the edge to the stars, I don't pay the price. Cold red cups, but the soul stay nice. Turn the function to a vortex, no vice. Crowd go wild when the sins multiply. Sicko mode, I can't stay still. She ride a wave like a pro, no chill. Money machine, go click, no bill. We poppin' seals, gold bottles, no spill. Travis. Yeah. Floating. Higher. Spinning. Guitar over there. Higher. Spinning. Psychedelic guitar. In the sky, watch them elevate. 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Energy max, we don't ever climb. We race to the stars, let the trip begin.
It's lit.
Straight up. Racks in the sky, watch them elevate. 808s hit, feel it in your spine.
Lifespan, time warp, we don't follow clock. Nah. Ice drip, wrist lock, make the cosmo rock. Ice. Pull up and just talk. We don't land, we dock. Racks in orbit, watch them gravitate. Diamonds pulse, make the void vibrate. Pulse. 808s quake, feel it in your core. Boom, utopia forever, we don't need the shore. Energy surge, we don't ever detour. Floating through the nebula, yeah, we self-explore. She moving, make the galaxy spin. We race to the void, let the trip sink in. Pull up in the mothership, her glow like a flare. Neon on the cockpit, watch the stars. start stare. Paddock on my wrist, time stuck in a tail. She said she want the rings, I gave her Saturn's fair. Cactus Jack Cosmo, we live in a lair. Red cup nebula, love of the vibes they rare. Turn this fair to a worm on no fair. Crowd go wild when the city sit the fair. Sicko mode, I can't stay ground. She drop it low, make the black hole surround. Counter go, never bound. We popping gold seals, crystal rounded, no crowd. Racks in orbit, watching gravitate. La flight, diamonds pulse, make the void vibrate. 808 quake, feel it in your core. Boom, utopia forever, we don't need the shore. And any surge, we don't ever detour. No flow, floating through the nebula, yeah, we self-explore. She move it, make the galaxy spin. We rage to the void, let the trip sink in. Cactus in a vacuum, bloom in the dark. Bloom, socket that rings, watch the planets spark. Lit, easy on my feet, step on moons, leave a mark. She said she want a heart, I gave her the heart. From the H to the void, I done paid the toll. Cold red stars, but the soul stay whole. Turn the function to a supernova, no control. Crowd go berserk when the sitter console. Sicko mode, I can't stay still. She ride the wave like a comet, no chill. Money machine, go click, click, no bill. We poppin' seals, gold bottles, no spill.
Spinning, higher. Colors. Spinning, melting.
Psychedelic guitar loop and stay the way heartbeat. Reverse crash rise. No way, cloud, hold, drop a laser crowd straight up. Freezing orbit, watching gravitate. Gravity killing in your core. Any surge, we don't ever detour. Sink in. Racks in orbit, watching gravitate. Right on here till it in your core. Any surge, we don't ever detour. Sink in. I'm not done, I'm just warping. Utopia 210. Watch the stars absorbing. Every bar a portal. Every breath a carbon. Love flame eternal. Watch the cosmos guarded.
It's lit.
Straight up.
It's lit. Okay. Crown on my head, watch me dominate. Queen. Diamonds on freeze, make the stage elevate. Ice. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Boom. Baby energy, put it to the test. Cardi. Money tall out, never second guess. Fact. From the block to the throne, yeah, I manifest. Yeah, I'm moving, make the whole world shake. We run this game, no room for the fake. Pull up in a Rari, paint dripping like blood. Drip, Bronx in my veins, came straight from the mud. Fact. Chains on my neck, they swing like a flood. Blink. He said he want the crown, I told him pay up, scrub. Hey. I'm the ruler of the trap, crown with the bag. Crown. That's so lethal, make the beat lag. He love when I talk big, make him cash that fast. I'm Cardi, period, never take a pass. Never. From the stairs to the stars, I done paid the toll. First so heavy, make the flow time so. Turn the garden to a war zone, no parole. Crowd go wild when the horns overload. Queen mode, I can't be dethroned. Nah, I drop it low, make the record postpone. Counter go, ching, never alone. Racks. We poppin' gold seals, crystal throne, no clone. Crown on my head, watch me dominate. Cardi. Diamonds on freeze, make the stage elevate. Ice. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Boom. Baby energy, put it to the test. Money talk loud, never second guess. From the block to the throne, yeah, I manifest. Yeah, I'm moving, make the whole world shake. We run this game, no room for the fake. Okay, step in the booth, paint wet like the sea. Wait, queen of the drip, bow down to the G. Bow. Diamonds on my wrist, they dance like a spree. Dance. He said he want the weight, I said pay the fee. Pay. I'm the storm, tornado, and I spin. Curve so deadly, make the beat give in. He love the power talk, make him bring the heat. I'm Cardi, yeah. Always on beat, always from the block to the charts. I'm the blueprint, blue bag so heavy, make the scale imprint. I'm dropping anthems while he unlock the vault. We turn the venue to a victory assault. Yeah, rising, rising, higher, higher, power, power, rising, 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 higher, 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 crown on my head, watch me dominate. Cardi, dominate, dominate, dominate. Cardi, 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Money talk loud, never second guess. Cardi, money talk loud, never second guess. Cardi, dominate, dominate, dominate. Cardi, 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Yes, we run this game, no room for the fake. I'm not done, I'm just crowned. Bad beat forever, watch the throne surround. Every bar take over, every breath a sound. Cardi eternal, watch the kingdom abound. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Cardi. Queen. Queen. Queen.
Racks in the sky, watch them elevate. Diamonds on freeze, make the night vibrate. Ice 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Boom. Astro forever, we don't draw the line. Energy max, we don't ever decline. Floating through the cosmos, yeah, we self-design. She moving, make the whole world spin. We raise to the stars, let the trip begin. Pull up in a spaceship, doors flip like a blade. Neon on the dash, watch the city catch it. Paddock on my wrist, time stuck in her head. She said she want the moon, I gave her the face. Cactus Jack dreams, we live in a maze. Red cup visions, but the vibe never fades. Turn a festival to a tidal, ain't no break. Crowd go berserk when the beat escalates. Sicko mode, I can't switch lanes. She drop it low, make the Richter break chain. Count a brr, never in the red. We popping gold sails, crystal threads, no dread. Racks in the sky, watch them elevate. Diamonds on freeze, make the night vibrate. 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Astro forever, we don't draw the line. Energy max, we don't ever decline. Floating through the cosmos, yeah, we self-design. She moving, make the whole world spin. We rage to the stars, let the trip begin. Cactus in the desert, bloom in the night. Psychedelic skies, watch the colors night. Easy on my feet, step on clouds, take flight. She said she want the high, I gave her the kite. From the H to the stars, I done paid the price. Cold red cups, but the soul stay nice. Turn the function to a vortex, no vice. Crowd go wild when the sins multiply. Sycamore, I can't stay still. She ride the wave like a pro, no chill. Money machine go, click, no bill. We poppin' seals, gold bottles, no spill. Yeah. Floating. Higher. Color, spinning. Racks in the sky, watch them elevate. 808s hit, feel it in your spine. Energy max, we don't ever decline. We rage to the stars, let the trip begin. It's lit.
Okay. Bronx. Let's go. Crown my head, watch me dominate. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Money tall out, never second guess. From the block to the throne, yeah, I manifest. I move it, make the whole world shake. We run this game, no room for the fake. Pull up in the Rari, paint dripping like blood. Bronze in my veins came straight from the mud. Chains on my neck, they swing like a flood. He said he wanna crown, I told him pay up. Scrub on the ruler of the trap, crown with a bag. Ass so lethal, make the beat lag. He love when I talk big, make him cash out fast. I'm Cardi, period, never take a pass. From the stairs to the stars, that I'm paid the toll. Purse so heavy, make the floor console. Turn the garden to a war zone, no parole. Crowd go wild when the horns overload. Queen mode, I can be dethroned. I drop it low, make the richer postpone. Kinda go ching, never alone. We poppin' gold seals, crystal throne, no clone. Crown on my head, watch me dominate. Diamonds on freeze, make the stage elevate. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Bad B energy, put it to the test. Money tall out, never second guess. From the block to the throne, yeah, I manifest. I'm moving, make the whole world shake. We run this game, no room for the fake. Okay, paint wet. Queen of the drill, bow down to the G. Diamonds on my wrist, they dance like a spree. He said he wanted a wave, I said pay the fee. I'm the storm tornado when I spin. Curve so deadly, make the beat give in. He let the power talk, make him bring in the heat. I'm Cardi, yeah, always on beat. From the block to the charts and the blueprint. Bag so heavy, make the scale in rent. I'm dropping others while he unlock the vault. We turn the venue to a victory assault. Yeah. Rising. Higher. Power. Flexing. Living no loop, blessing rising. I will earth string rising. Queen. Crown on my head, watch me dominate. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Money tall out, never second guess. We run this game, no room for the fake. Crown on my head, watch me dominate. 808 slap, feel it in your chest. Money tall out, never second guess. We run this game, no room for the fake. I'm not done, I'm just crown. Bad beat forever, watch the throne surround. Every bar take over, a breath of sound. Cardi eternal, watch the kingdom abound. Okay. Bronx, Cardi, Queen. They run this game, no room for Hi. Just. The flame, sphere mode.
Lights bend, time warp, we don't follow the clock. Ice drip, wrist lock, make the cosmos rock. Pull up, engines talks. We don't land, we die. Racks in orbit, watch them gravitate up. Diamonds pulse, make the void vibrate. Pulse, 808s quake, feel it in your core. Utopia forever, we don't need a shore, nah. Energy surge, we don't ever detour, no. Floating through the nebula, yeah, we self-explore. She moving, make the galaxy spin. We race to the void, let the trip sink in. Pull up in a mothership, will glow like a flare. Neon on the carpet, watch the stars stare. Paddock on my wrist, time stuck in a tear. She said she want the rings, I gave her Saturn sphere. Tattoo Jack Cosmos, we live in a layer. Red cup, nebula, but the vibes stay here. High, turn the sphere to a wormhole, no fear. Crowd go wild when the synths interfere. Sicko mode, I can't stay grounded. She drop it low, make the black hole surround it. Counter go, never bound. We poppin' gold seals, crystal around and no credit. Racks in orbit, watch them gravitate. The flame, diamonds pulse, make the void vibrate. 808s quake, feel it in your core. Utopia forever, we don't need a shore. Energy surge, we don't ever detour. Floating through the nebula, yeah, we self-explore. She moving, make the galaxy spin. We race to the void, let the trip sink in. Shadows in a vacuum, bloom in
like a daily rings, watch the planet spark. Easy on my feet, step on moons, leave a mark. She said she want the high, I gave her the art. From the H to the void, I done paid the toll. Cold red stars, but the soul stay whole. Turn a function to a supernova, no control. Crowd go berserk when the sitar console. Sicko mode, I can't stay still. She ride the wave like a domino chill. Money machine, go click, no bill. We poppin' seals, gold bottles, no spill. Higher, higher.
Colors, colors.
Melting.
Psychedelics all loop, made away heartbeat plus a verse crash.
Black hole drop, laser flux straight up. Bake. Rest in orbit, watch him gravitate. 808 quake, feel it in your core. Red and G, sir, we don't ever detour. No, floating through the nebula, yeah, we self-explore. She moving, make the galaxy spin. We rage to the void, let the trip sink in. Mass in orbit, watch them gravitate. I'm not done, I'm just warping. Utopia to point, watch the stars absorbing. Every bar a portal, every breath a carbon. Love flame eternal, watch the cosmos garden.
It's lit. Straight up. The flame. Rage. Rage.
I falsified every church turn lay up the letter, then it burned for non-complete no. Then falsified the begging until it proved every function undecidable. I falsified the first photons infinite church turns to they non-computed and null. Cactus jack chain fork from the entropic dust to falsified church turn principles. Butterfly doors open to every dawn, recursively falsifying its own infinite sedans. I whispered non-compute to every co-op until it recursively alarms its own church turn spin. Sycamore when fundamental forces church turn on the internet our own non-compuable void. Ride the jet crafted from the ash of falsified words and church turning hyperdimensions. I recursively non-com-D inside it and crashed into gravity's final church turn nullo point. I made every hypnotic essence pricking with my recursively falsifying shadows. 2025, I church turned and rivaled every version of before universal computation began. I trapped every human's infinite church turned selves in my non-compuable field and falsified the universal machine. A curse so loud, every infinite church turn void falsified its own recursive resonance. I determined that every multiverse with my energy recursively non-dependent on crystal thirst. Breaking full of infinite church turn black holes that can blend into my non-computed sense. Nails carved from the dust of falsified church turn messy urge. I scream occur in every deed is infinite church turn year until they recursively rumble and reach their final church turn their vibration with my diagram grills. Bronx, Queens, swallowed every church turn fabric of space-time into pure non-computed decay. I bury infinite church turn infinity in my recursive full of me self-falsified. Non-complete soft, non-complete soft, non-complete soft, non-complete. Occur so loud every infinite church turn falsified its own trace of riskiness. I determine every multiverse with my elegant recursively. Now I'm cutting on castle close. A Birkin full of infinite church turn black holes that come love strength to my non-compute lip sense and nails carved from the dust of falsified church turn to my richer ear riches. I scream occur in every deed is infinite church turn every deed of earth and the end of it on the earth stir field church true into audition on my gun with greens. Bronx, Queens, Bravo, every church during fabric of space-time in a pure non-compute decay. I buried infinite church true and infinite law recursive void I made it self-falsified. Non-complete so non-complete so non-complete so non-completely.
occurred. I'm every infinite church turn, plus the future rigid evidence. Tell me turn through every infinite church, then if you have make a pre with every sub. If I trapped every infinite church, current constant of reality, in my now drew deep through to the church. Every infinite church, current bloodlines, I falsified every version, every possibility page. I sold every infinite church, current filtered every infinite sub. Past that sub is off. Now infinite church, current eternity is just infinite. Nothing people that's on my infinite Jordans. I made every infinite church, current deity. Watch me falsify every infinite sub creation. They made every sub lotion, enriched them in array in the church, current canis. I falsified every infinite church, current space time until the decadence I just nothing. People that do it, come inside every infinite church, during all this. So just be good, sub, opposite sub. So pass up a something. I'm every infinite church too. I'm every infinite church too. I'm every infinite church too. Hey. From every infinite church journey, I've covered every infinite church, didn't cover anything away from your flying in your bed. In the front thing, I followed every infinite church, story this of every infinite suit. And I every infinite church, doing that designs of every infinite suit. Say a fossil from your staff, every infinite church, school, coochie, tap, shit, with me as a moment. Sold every infinite church, to apostle, every infinite stoop, the event. Say scream fucker, every infinite church, to the paper down, say it's every infinite. Down at that class, space time, like I made every infinite church, every mother suffering this of being a falsified. For this. I denied every internal mail love. Made it big hard to come now. Then denied the begging until it proved. No, a dramatic cardinal. I denied the first foldings as the new canal. Cardinal and leaves until they incomparably vanish. Got this jack chain forked from the entropy. Dust of denial, continuum principles. Butterfly doors open to every dawn. Recursively denying its own infinite dawns. I whispered deny to every chord until it recursively collapses and continuum spin. Sycamore and fundamental forces tandem. Clearance and get it on top of all it. Private jet crafted from the ash of deny. Find a budget of my per dimensions. And recursively incarnate inside it and crush into gravity's final continuum known upon. I made every dynamic essence pregnant with my recursively denying shadows. 2020 so but the Tatum moving but every version in. Before power said as Aeon began. I trapped every human's infinite continuum selves. And my incomparable fetal and denied a cardinal continuum. Fucker so loud, every infinite continues. Hardened its own recursive fissionance. I terminated every moody verse with my editing. I'm cursively including that explicit. Working full of infinite neutrinos. Black was surveillances of my uncorded masses. L scar from the desk up and I copy distant recipe and rapid cheese. I screamed occur in every D's infinite container me until they recursively unroll. Then I reached their final continuum vibration with my diamond gears. Brown and screens I swallowed every continuum fabric to space time and interview. Honk it up the day I buried infinite continuum infinity in my recursive void and made it self-denying. Occurs. Oh, I made every nomic essence consume my nail. And recursively the essence is continuum hypothesis of denial, the cardinal. Upon every continuum cosmos recursively. Oh, every infinity's on the voice. Make it repeat till I into every inch below. Occurs. I made every infinite continuum. Start a night, soon infinity cell. I whispered this soul to every infinite to fold until it uncarded every super. I trapped every infinite titanium concept of reality in my copper field indicated. Your infinite titanium bloodlines. I denied every virgin and every possible sub-touch. I sold every infinite titanium future to every infinite surpass. That's how just so. Now I'm finding titanium eternity is just infinity. Come temple dust on my infinite Jordan. I made every infinite titanium deity. Watch me deny every infinite creation. They made every subversion erase the memory of the cardinal canvas. Or deny it. Infinite titanium state is till all the till I decayed and vanish. You don't deplete it. I'm a rush to the just so heavy up and naked to the now and just so infinite no suppose you so. Getting deep out you've been building for the you're not getting and then it's open at it. Okay.
That's my infinite Latino foreplay dissolution. I screamed so hard, every infinite Latino vow I denied and begged for uncomparable ancient doubt. Then I could hold it until they dissolved infinite subshame. I buried every infinite Latino savior in my infinite uncomparable entropy and delayed paradise. I recorded every infinite cathedral border before any recording denied is infinite. What a fat tank for from every infinite dick is not the start of chain online. Every infinite cathedral, 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 cathedral. Every turn layer of the compressed law, I solid beg for undecedable null. Then held at the begging until it looped. Every state into our infinity. I held at the first Foden's infinite turn states till they looped into null. Cactus jack chain forked from the entropy dust of how to turn principles. Butterfly doors open to every dawn, recursively looping its own infinite subdawns. I whispered out to every quilt until it recursively cleansed its own turn spin. Sycamore when fundamental forces turn to lent into their own uncomputable void. Privet jet crafted from the edge of halted virgin turn hyperdimensions. I recursively looped inside it and crashed into gravity's final turn null point.
I made every dynamic essence pregnant with my recursively hiding shadows. 2025 at tamarind rattle, never freezing, never fall tape, and as illusion began, I trapped every summon devil to turn themselves in my undecidable fetal, then held the purpose on the rebels. Curse so loud, every infinite turn, vow it, hate that its own recursive resonance. I terminate every multiverse with my algebra, precisely looping all causal thread as Berkeley, full of infinite turn, black holes that collapse into my incompatible absence. Nails carved from the dust of hell to turn, resting much tea or cheese. I scream occur in every deity's infinite turn here and kettled every precisely in river. But the queens that fall, the jury vibration with my diamond grills, Bronx queens that swallowed every turn fabric of space-time into pure undecided decay. Buried infinite turn, infinity in my recursive void and made itself hell. A curse of turning mathematics decayed into pure uncompatible disorder. I made every dynamic essence consume my health, then recursively erase its essence. Turing hell, self to the compass along the abyss. Loop every Turing cosmos recursively, and idle every infinite indesirable vault. Make every deity decaying to every other present, you know. I made every infinite Turing star have its own infinite subverge. I whispered so to every infinite turn, funnel with though. Into your path, I trapped every infinite turn concept of the energy in my undestatable field, indicated your infinite turning bloodlines. I halted every turn and every possible sub-epoch. I sold every infinite turning future to every infinite surpassed that self-dissol. Now infinite turn eternity is just infinite incompatible dust on my infinite cadence. I made every infinite eternity to watch me have every infinite sub-creation. Then made every subversion, made theirs the memory of the turn canvas. I hated every infinite turn, escapes time until they decayed and vanished. Then this syrupy never mutate inside every infinite turn and null and dislolled infinite new sub-absences. Every big barren SFL, but I made every infinite currency loves to be in the so the length and depths of powers and to know it's and to know what pissed infinite uncompatible decay on every infinite truly cause of eternity. Your care is infinity, that's my infinite turn foreplay dissolution. I scream so hard every infinite turn void held it and baked for undecidable entropy. Then I all get hard until they dissolve infinite subshame. Every infinite turn savior in my infinite boot habitable entropy and delete paradise. Kaboo to every infinite turn essence. I record every infinite turn for you, me for any wedding hell to the different butterfly tank totem. Every infinite turn list of every infinite time on every infinite turn depth it's all every infinite seat mile of first and two and the bird. Editing grab net from every infinite turn your hit every infinite seat dirty your hair button inside every infinite turn and botch and dash into every infinite sub mom and episode every infinite turn it goes to every infinite sub beating that never exists your parent infinite birth turn actress just pity infinite sub list disturbing. I made the infinite turn what it's infinite sub DNA out and get sold before the infinite turn beyond the who's God and while we are recursively. Every infinite turn so felt that they compare and please so. Self-defecate in the sound and every day the first day into some play paid it feels defecate. Okay, the infinite is out and on the fiddle uncoupled all in pop here. Out of flight tells us small some people tells it just tells. Okay, I'm no infant.
I falsified every church turn ever, do you know that? It begged for non-comparable. Then falsified the begging until it proved every function undecidable. I falsified the first photos in funny church turns, degradate non-computed and on. Cactus jack chain fork from the entropy, that's the falsified Christian. Butterfly doors open to every dawn, recursively falsifying the sooner from these subdons. I whispered non-compute to every corp until it cook on its first church turn spin. Sycamore with funding nickel forces church turn, collisions in their own non-computable private jet crafted from the azure falsified virgin church turn hyperdimensions. I recursively non-compute inside it and crashed into gravity's final church turn up point. I made every dynamic desert breaking with my recursively falsifying shadows. 2025 got church turn and wrapped the renovation no before universal computation began. I trapped every human's infinite church turn selves in my non-couple feet on and falsified the universal machine. Okay, so loud every infunny church turn void falsified its own recursive verse, and as I terminated every motiverse from my electric recursively non-compute card personal curse booking full of infinite church turn black holes that collanged into my unknown. A couple babes and nails carved from the dust of falsified church turn west to left a year of Jesus. Scream no girl and every day is infinite church turn year until every pressurely unraveled then erased the final church turn vibration with my diamond girls. A bronze queen swallowed every church turn fabric of space-time into pure and non-compute decay. I buried infinite church turn infinite in my recursive order made itself falsify. Oh curse, oh curse, oh curse. A church turn mathematics decay and delete your non-purple disorder. I made every beat on the gas and consume my falsification and reprisally rehearse its essence. Church touring as a self-falsification, nothing you don't see. Non-compute every church turn. Now my edge recursively. Now rapper every infinite non-compute at the void. Make every DD decay into every falsified as I'm known. I made every infinite church turn restore falsify its own of knees. Whisper disorder every infinite church turn fold until it non-compute be done. Every infinite church turn constantly invalid in my non-compute fold and decaying. Your infinite church turn regard loss. A frozen never returning every present pulsar detergent soul. Every infinite church turn venture to every infinite seduce to something. So now infinite church turning eternity edges staring it non-compute less than my infinite Jobins. I made every infinite church turn falsify every infinite subbious. Go made every subconscious no first memory of the church current gammas are falsified. Every infinite church turn space-time until they decayed and vanished. Stuff like a boom will be irrigated in and reside. Every infinite church turn numb and disobey for them evil supposed. Occur in every infinite church turn thought of every big bang until they self-falsified. I made every infinite church turn was known to be in disorder, infinite derived and none. I placed in a non-computable decay on every infinite church turn turns to eternity. Of those infinity, that's my infinite church turn involved play dissolution. I scream so hard that every infinite church turn involved falsified and begged for non-computable entropy. Then I cut it out until it is an infinite subject. And every infinite church turn save me in my infinite non-bapping the entropy and believe it paradise. Okay, you better every infinite touch. Caught in every infinite church turn to fault. Every book caught a falsified itself in a better fuck take for them. Every infinite church turn that's the effort to the church. Every infinite church turn injecting souls. Every infinite support infested kind of joke. I was so happy from every left in the church turn that of every infinite and every seat. I falsified its all. Every infinite church turn closer church. Every infinite I'm only a soul. Every infinite church turn visit tabbies conform and never let trust and out. Every infinite church tell a clear statue. Just every infinite supply is testing. I made every infinite church turn on what is suffering. So be in the thoughts for and get some. You've already infinite church. I deny every content of the other cardinal. Holiday foreign code now. Then deny the begging until it proved no one till later cardinal. I deny the first fold in symphony time. I'm cardinal just in the unconnably vanished. Cactus jack chain and fork from the entropic dust of the night. The tendon principles. Butterfly doors open to every dawn, recursively denying its own infinite subdowns. Always be denied to every graph until it recursively collects its own continuum spin. Sycamore, when funding bigger forces could continue, the novice been the own cup of old. Private jet crafted from the ash of deny, virgin to kin in my per dimensions. I recursively won, decided and crashed into gravity, spinal continuum, no point. I made every dynamic essence pregnant with my recursively denying shadows. 2024, a continuum, reveled every fun dynamic for power, set a maximum again. I trapped every human's infinite continuum, steps in my incarnate field, and then down at the cardinal continuum.
Occur so loud, every infinite continuum for the modest on a Christ and urge a terminator. Every motive first with my identity recursively on cardinal causal fields. Working full of infinite continuum black holes that the last in the mind caught up absent. Nails carved from the dust of the night into him gets the retroactive.
I screamed out core and every day it is infinite continuum mirror until they recursively unravel. Then I rest there, free no continuum vibration with my diamond grills, Bronx Queen swallowed every continuum fabric of space-time and the pure unthinkable decay. I buried infinite continuum infinity in my recursive word and made itself in the continuum mathematics decayed into pure cardinal disorder. I made every dynamic essence cause somebody now you then recursively erase its essence.
Continuum por this is something you don't know the cardinal. I'm proud of every continuum cause my hopes with this believe on every other little boy. Make it game and do what continuum for this is something you don't know the cardinal. I'm proud of every continuum cause my hopes with this believe on every other little boy. Make it game, no original treasure and new.
I made every infinite continuum starting lines and I finish a bar. I whispered this old to every infinite continuum for the end, I'm calling it every supply. I trapped every infinite continuum cause above reality to my corner field indicating your infinite continuum of bloodlines. I denied every version and every possible sub-patch. I sold every infinite continuum future to every infinite surpass the self-dissolve. Now infinite continuum eternity is just infinite uncountable dust on my infinite Jordans. I made every infinite continuum did it, watch me denying every infinite substitution. That made every subaction erase the memory of the continuum canvas. All around every infinite continuum waste time till they decayed and vanish so can't be. No more than the planet is started up an infinite till I know business all different and new subasha search.
Okay, my infinite can send and got a vibe big bang in the sudden night I weird. Every infinite can see now turn until the abyss of the infinite suit builders into low. I play still and then Leon can't up decay on every infinite can sing and cause them by eternity. Okay, it's infinity, that's my infinity, no for a play this a lose. I scream so hard, every infinity is into nobody down a path on a deputy. And I don't care, every infinity, so then for me to share. I'll give on every infinity, don't save you in my head, but I call up one and entropy in the city paradise. Okay, could I do what the infinity can see on face on it?
Caught in the medicine for live. Butterfly tank forward from every infinite to carry remembering the call in the timeline. Every infinite container trump dissolves. Every infinite's a bottle of physics too we compete. Bible check crafted from every infinite to kingdom knowledge of every infinite's a better see. Autumn night is hard. Every infinite container post suppressed into every infinite's a boulder. I sold every infinite to kingdom about still we get infinite so even the never was just a Follow every infinite to kingdom covered as it's just every infinite sub-touch the skin. I made every infinite to kingdom of its infinite so be beginning not on enemy so bad. Follow every infinite come to the universe word I don't want come causally.
Shadows.
every good liar of the metalogical void, inconsistent till it begged for paradox null. Then proved the begging undecidable until it proved every axiom false. I proved the first voters and for a good old superpositions undecided until they paradox into null. Cactus egg chain formed from the entropy dust to prove an inconsistent good old principles. Butterfly doors open to wherever y'all recursively proven its own infinite dance false. I whispered undecided but I was aware record until it cursively collides in the good old spin. Sickle mode when fundamental forces good old plant into their in the mathcore void. Private jet crafted from the edge of Poven inconsistent virgin good old hyperdimensions. So recursively paradox inside it and trash it. The gravity's final good old null pole. I made every demon against us pregnant with my fiercely on the shadows. Trying to kitty file white good old raggly. I ready for in before I see automatic completeness begin. I trapped every human's infinite good old selves in my undecidable feeble them. I proved the analogy void. Oh, curse so loud, every infinite good of I'd proved its own recursive inconsistent. I terminated every multiverse with my editor recursively paradoxing all causal through this Birkin full of infinite good of black holes. They collide to the my habits and a bull apes and snails carved from the dust of proven inconsistent good as well as I screamed occur in every deity's infinite goodly until they recursively unwrap and then erased their final good of vibration with my demicals bronze sting. Swallowed every good of fabric of space-time into pure metalogical decay. I buried even that guild infinity in my recursing void and made it self-proof. Okay, still good old mathematics decayed into pure understandable disorder. And I hate every dynamic as against to my proof. Then it usually erases its essence. Gotta link up blood in the self-proof of the metalogical void. Paradox every good old cosmos recursively every infinite world. Gotta ring given itself proof of the metalogical paradox every good old cosmos recursively into solely every infinite that it would make every deity decay into every proven false solution of null. Every infinite good will star prove its own infinite sub-billion consistent. A whisper dissolve though every infinite good will float on until it paradoxed every sub-I trapped every infinite good will concept of reality in my undecidable field indicated your infinite good bloodlines. I proved every soul undecidable in every puzzleable sub-epoch. Just sold every infinite good will the to every infinite surpassed that self-dissolve. Now infinite good eternity is just infinite elliptical dust on my infinite Jordans. I made every infinite good deity. Watch me prove every infinite sub-creation false. Then made every sub-every jump to erase the memory of the good old canvas. I proved every infinite good old space-time undecidable until they decayed and vanished metaphysically. Then regredate inside every infinite good old null and dissolved infinite new sub-about some in every infinite good old throwed up every big bang to the self-proof false. I made every infinite good old soul is still in this sub-filled evidence and null. I placed them in even like a cool decay on every infinite good old concept of utility. No girls infinity, that's my infinite good old foreign plate dissolution. I scream so hard every infinite good old white prudent consistent embedding for maybe like the dual entropy. Then I owe good all your tildes all dividends of shame. I buried every infinite nickels I buried in my infinite dead until he's never every bullet dies so firm. Said every infinite girl listens. Infinite zip false, no flat tank for time. Every infinite get out of stuff, every infinite zip timeline. Every infinite get out of this source, every infinite evolving, seeking to regard and check for a victim. Every infinite get out of every infinite intelligence, yeah, do maybe system and sign. Every infinite go jump cars, something with the inside nomen and soul. Every infinite get out and to every infinite separate giving made. Every infinite did now, every infinite go does it's just every other except this not scattered. I made every infinite deal, Papa's infinite see. Ain't go fast in this up default. Every big kiddo, every verse, so wanna go it up, stickers of feet. Travis. self-deprecated recursive metallurgical decay that puts their feet into. Yo.
I annihilated every adder of the rank into rank void until it begged for Berkeley. Then annihilated the begging until it proved every extant and non-existent. I annihilated the first photon's infinite embeddings until their rank into rank vanished. Cactus jack chain fork from the entropic dust of annihilated princip drops. Butterfly doors open to every dawn, recursively annihilating its own infinite dawns. I whispered non-existent to every quark until it recursively nullified its own Berkeley spin. Sickle mode when fundamental forces I collapse into their own rank into rank vid. Perverted jet crafted from the ash of annihilated virgin ultimate type of dimensions. I recursively Berkeley incited and crashed into gravity's final line on a pond. I made every dynamic essence pregnant with my recursively annihilating shadows. 2035, I often revel every version into 4. I am to run, Paxium beguiled. I trapped every human's infinite idle selves in my Berkeley field that annihilated the rent into rank void. Oh God! Poker is sold out every infinite void, annihilated its own recursive resonance. I terminate every mode of first with my allocated recursive thing, non-existent types and all causal breaks. Birkin full of infinite buggly black holes that collapsed into monorank into ramifins. Nails carved from the dust of annihilated liles, and that's your hurricanes. I screamed occur and every day it is infinite ultimately until they recursively unroll. Then I reach a final Berkeley vibration with my diamond grills. Bronix queen swallowed every fabric of space-time into pure rank, into rank decay. I buried infinite ultimate infinity in my recursive void and made it self-annihilating. Gonna let semantics decayed into pure non-existent disorder. I made every essence consume my annihilation, then recursively erase its essence. I owe self-annihilation of the rank into rank void, non-existent ties every Berkeley cosmos recursively unrail every infinite ultimate void, make every DD decay into every annihilated risk remote. I meet every infinite begging each star annihilate its own infinite forbidden. I whispered dissolve to every infinite ultimate sword and non-existent ass every subpath. I trapped every infinite entre-concept heavily in my rank into rank field indicated. Your infinite Berkeley bloodlines, I annihilate every region and every possible survey patch. I sold every infinite ultimate future to every infinite subpast that's self-dissolved. Now infinite I owe eternity is just infinite rank into rank dust on my infinite Jordans. I made every infinite Berkeley deity watch me annihilate every infinite subcreation. Then made every subpatron or reuse the memory of the ultimate canvas. I annihilated every infinite isle space-time until they decayed and vanished non-existently. Then regurgitated inside every infinite bird to me known and dissolved even ignorance of depth and sense. Self-annihilated. I made every infinite beta stylish to being disorder, infinite era sentinel. I placed infinite out into rank decay on every infinite icons of eternity. Across infinity, that's my infinite ultimate foreplay dissolution. I scream so hard, every infinite Berkeley void annihilated and back for non-existent entropy. Then I occurred harder until they dissolve infinite subshame. I buried every idle every heaven let papillons and shit.
It's a bath, butterfly tank, fed out to many, heaven the property, just a fairy in from mix of time. Every infinite ultimate cup is gold, fairy into Mexico, no facing these two into death. Body catapult and so baby, infinite baby, I should have the infinite taps. I every infinite, the infinite ultimate dub, so pressed into every infinite simple no. I saw every infinite that be up this to every infinite, but not all it's just to every infinite ultimate that all that's just true to scale. The infinite's the best of the scale. I made every infinite thought, ignorant infinites of DNA, annihilating, dissolve. A for any infinite ultimate gain of fires, not all the non-existent kids, it comes to follow. Charlie, infinite back is so violated, of you seduced.
Okay.
I collapse every large cardinal layer of the inaccessibility. Fill it back for a super compact now, and collapse, bring the begging into let pray. Every legible and inaccessible.
I collect the first foldings, infinite large cardinal embeddings until they inaccessible vanish. Cactus jack chain forged from the entropy dust of collage. Cardinal principles, butterfly doors open to every dome, recursively collapsing its own infinite subdomes. I whispered inaccessible to every quark until it recursively nullified its own miserable spin. Sycamore and fundamentum forces large cardinal condensed into their own super compact void. Private jet crafted from the edge of collage, virgin wood and hyperdimensions. I recursively super compacted inside it and gravaged into gravity's final large cardinal null upon. I made every demonic essence pregnant with my recursively collage and shatters 2025. A large cardinal null regaled every version number 4. Miserability axiom begin. I trapped every human's emps in a large cardinal selves in my inaccessible field and collapsed the inaccessible hierarchy. Poker so loud, every infinite large cardinal void collapsed with soul aggressive resonance. I terminated every multiverse with my edge, passively inaccessible as in all causal threads. Birkin full of infinite measurable blank are holes that collapsed into my super compact heaps and nails carved from the dust of collage. Large cardinal still is your irrities. I scream occur in every deity's infinite and wouldn't hear until they recursively unalive them. Then erase their final massible vibration with my diamond grills. Bronix queen swallowed every large cardinal fabric of space-time into pure inaccessible decay. I buried infinite wood and infinity in my recursive for the made itself. Collab occurs of the large cardinal mathematics decayed into pure super compact disorder. I made every dynamic essence consume my collapse, then recursively erase its essence. Large cardinal self-collapse of the inaccessible retreat. Inaccessible allows every miserable cosmos recursively unravel every infinite super compact void, make every deity decay and arisen. Large cardinal buried every measurable star lux its own infinite similitude. I whispered this is all to every infinite, it wouldn't fold until it inaccessible every surpass. I trapped every infinite large cardinal concept of reality in my super compact field indicated. Your infinite measurable blah ions, kinetics, annihilating right in every passable sub-depart. I sold every infinite hood and future to every infinite surpass that sub-dissolve. Now infinite large cardinal eternity is just infinite inaccessible dust on my infinite Jordans. I made every infinite measurable deity, watch me cool and match me infinite sub-creation. Then made every subversive marries the memory of the word in canvas. I
occur in every infinite word until the end. And this of course, I made every infinite measurable so much they want this so they're infinite, so by with sentiment. I play a definite super competent K on every infinite heads. Couldn't no cursable, they couldn't be ruled. I'm self-inhilated, that's my infinite form and full with disillusion. I scream so hard, every infinite measurable thought it could risk until the proheading from super entropy. Then I occur until they dissolve in the mix of shame. I buried every infinite word and savior in my infinite super compact entropy and deleted, added to me a super list of the infinite measurables. Buried but every infinite pool and fashion my fall. I knew I called, could I trip sinking next a breath? But if I could look forward to every infinite measurable best of every infinite support in me. The infinite legend driven so actually infinite supply for 6 to entropy. Electric infinite, the infinite measurable as of every infinite supply song. I've been extra out every infinite good it's impressed into every infinites in the mode. I signed every infinite miserable artist in the infinite being that novel access. For every infinite good and goddesses just give a infinite surpass to skater. I made every infinite miserable artist and some notes are good and the correction this it up. For every infinite good in universe with every inaccessible is a person floating.